Hey there, Luminary here, and welcome to Redstone Derping number 3. With me today is WhatGibbz. What's that in your hand there, Gibbs? Watermelon stone. There we go. Okay, so I promised a repeater episode, so let's go ahead and work with that. We're going to go ahead and put a lever on this. Alright. Go ahead and stretch out redstone all the way to the point where it doesn't sprinkle anymore in front of this. Oh, right. No. Okay, so how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so from a power source, whenever you're counting redstone, it will change it to daytime. It will go out, what I say, 15 blocks? Okay. Before they invented the redstone repeaters, they had something that looks similar to this. And thank God they gave us repeaters. And the worst part about this is that it's not adjustable at all. So at the end of this line here, what you can do is, and mind you, when you place your repeaters, face the direction that you want the power to flow, set it down, and you can throw out another 15 units of redstone dust. You don't have to, but just to prove the point, go ahead. Oh, now if only you knew the weather command. Okay. Alright, so we have old-style redstone repeaters and new-style redstone repeaters. Some of the features of the redstone repeater is its adjustability. Whenever you place one down, it's like lighting a torch. It takes one tick. So at its natural setting, whenever you set down a repeater, it is one tick. If you hit it once, it's like setting down 2 torches. Hit it again, 3 torches. Hit it again, 4 torches. So you have up to 4 ticks. And just to demonstrate that, go ahead and turn this on. Alright. Go ahead and tear up this this redstone gibbz. I'm going to come behind you and I'm going to lay down repeaters. Other way. Just for the intermittent power, we're going to use a button so you can see how the power travel, as opposed to seeing it just flash like what you're going to see here on this piece of redstone dust. Okay, hit the button. Now, again, like I said, it's adjustable. So just to prove that, Gibbs, go ahead and hit all of these, starting from that way about, like, right-click it 3 times. There we go. Just to prove the point on how you can delay it. It's like Christmas. You know, I'm surprised nobody has posted up a YouTube video of a Christmas tree made out of these damn things with power traveling all over it. You know what? Now that we've said it, I'm gonna have to delay uploading it so we can. No. Okay. So that's one of the neatest features about redstone. Another thing that you need to know about redstone, that's fine. Go ahead and tear out every one of them except for this one that I skipped. Gibbs, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that button. This is another interesting feature of Redstone. Hit the button again, Gibbs. You can use it to direct flow of power, which means you can stop it in one place so that way it doesn't double back on itself. And a good example of that is we're going to make an RS NOR latch array. We're going to do 3 of them. Gibbs, you know how to make an RS NOR latch? Oh, well then. So I'm going to have to teach you. Okay, RS NOR latch. You ready? One brick, skip one brick. Yep, just 2. Yep, go ahead. Alright, then you put a torch on one side and then go around the other side. Put another torch. And then you take redstone dust and you go from torch to the back side of a brick. Go ahead and build another one next to that one. About 2 blocks out like you have it from mine. That's 3. Go ahead and do 3. We'll do 3. There we go. Alright, cool. So now we have 3 RS NOR latches. We can, at any given point, I'm going to go ahead and set one of these up. Set it out a little bit further. Right about here. If you don't mind, as I'm going by, go ahead and connect this redstone dust to the center of each one of these latches. Okay, Gibbs, go ahead and hit the button. Yeah, I have to put a button on it first. Now, as you can see here, what's happened is that whenever you press the button, it pretty much turns everything on, right? Well, here's where the problem lies. If I were to try to turn this off through another switch of some sort, I'm going to go ahead and do this. It would turn off and then turn back on, which is useful for some applications. However, for what I want to show you, it is not practical at all. So this is what we're going to do. Yeah, well, it's to prove a point, because it is one way you can do stuff. Remember how I said that the repeaters can make energy flow one direction, so that way you can have energy flow in here, but it won't travel through the redstone repeater. So you can actually send a current down this way without this line staying active. It will only stay active for as long as the button press. Okay, let's set it right there just so we can keep it alive. An interesting application of this, and I think I built this for you earlier. Put repeaters here. 6. Alright, if you don't mind, you see how I have this set up over here, Gibbs, with the repeaters? Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. What block? Oh, no. I'm sorry. I should have made myself a bit clearer. I mean, set up everything that I have like this. Go ahead and we'll put the dust in the middle over here. Almost. Okay, so what I've set up here is a way to turn everything on, and I've set all of these to 4 ticks. It will wait 4 ticks for each one of these repeaters set at 4, or set at the 3rd notch. Then it will come back through and it will turn all the switches back off. Go ahead and hit the button, Gibbs. I guess it would help if we had power flowing past that one point. See, this is why I call the series Derping. Derp! Okay. Yes, go ahead and hit the button again. And it should turn all the switches back off. Except for this last one because, well, derp! Let's see here. Alright, go ahead and hit the switch again, Gibbs. You should see all of these turn on. It'll travel that way. There we go. Okay? And that's good for certain things like setting delays for, I don't know, say like, you know how whenever you set up here's a good example, an iron door. Give me an iron door. Iron doors are the worst because you just can't right click them open. Well, with this, with what I just taught you here, you can actually, let me go ahead and set out a button. Let's add a button over here. Just to illustrate the point. Because the worst part about iron doors, and we found this out earlier, looking through strongholds trying to get to the end of Minecraft, but the door only stays open for so long, so what you can do is instead of using a direct connection, you can use repeaters. Actually, you know what? That is wrong, because it'll only stay open for the same amount of time. But there is something that I learned from again, it's a derpy show, sorry. Oh, we'll just use a pressure plate. Pressure plates are easy to do. I did this on that bridge project I did. So instead of setting it right there where it would just immediately open the door, we're going to go ahead and wire it this way. So this way you can see what's going on. As I'm laying these down, set them to the 3rd notch. I completely forgot that power only stays on as long as as there's power supplied to it. So go ahead and step on that. Oops. Right, so now get off of it. Now notice the power has to travel all the way through that again to turn it off. Yeah, so like where a button press would have been, let's see here, we'll go ahead and replace this and put a button there instead. A button press would only do it, right, well it's going to take a while to get there now, but yeah, right. But instead you can use a pressure plate and you'll pretty much charge up the system. There you go. Another thing to consider is that you can do it this way too. You can have it open immediately when you step on it. Oh, maybe you can't. Again, derp. Okay. Well, the thing is that you have to have it loaded up for just long enough, because you know, if you stand in something for like a few seconds and it's not opening, what's the first thing you're going to do? That's right. I have punched many an iron door because I was pissed that it wouldn't open. Another interesting thing that you can do with the redstone repeaters, since power can only flow in one direction, is you can make a pulsar, just like you can with what I did in episode 2. This device right here. It's a bit trickier to work with, and if it's not set right, it will get stuck. Yeah, that was my derp, sorry. There we go. Glad you caught that. something's wrong here. Let's see here. I know what's wrong. I set these down the wrong way. Right. Go ahead and set these to the 3rd notch. Now this just doesn't start automatically. You're going to need to provide power. So it's button time. And it will travel around just like the other one. And the beautiful part about this is that the repeater over on, or the pulsar over on this side, needs an odd number of blocks to work. You can set one up like this. The one that I use more often than not, just so I can make sure that I've got good current, is just set up like this. I'm going to call it a power bar. Probably has some other fancy meaning. And that's another thing, too. I'm not going to use technical terms in my show because, well, again, derp. And it's not important to really know what the names of half this crap is. You just need to know how to use it. Did I put a button on that? No, I did not. Gibbz, go ahead and press the button. So right now you have a bar that will pulse. What could you use this for? People would use it for all kinds of things. I'm trying to think of what they would use it for. Like, something like this would be used for, a good example, adventure maps. If you're running down a hallway and you trip a pressure plate somewhere, or you have to press a button to open a door, it could trigger the trap. What this will do is it will pop down pistons to crush you. So you have to time everything all the way through the hallway. Kind of. I think earlier we were talking about building a door. Hey, I have a cookie. Nom 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 nom. Oh, it won't let me eat it. Oh well. Another interesting thing. Again, you can use it to direct current. Go ahead and set down a block and a button on each one of these. It's okay. Mistakes are allowed. We're not professionals. We're not professionals. And apparently my English are bad too, so. Pistons. Okay. The next 15 minutes is going to be me. Nah, put a piston on it. Fly up in the air and face downwards so that way it's facing up, so that way they can see what's going on. I need to find a... Doesn't matter. We're not putting anything on it. Okay. We got buttons on these. Okay. The main thing to notice about this is that power can only flow one direction. You notice how this did not light up. So here, just to illustrate this even further, if I can find my pistons. You still have your pistons available. Put a piston facing up on each one of these bricks with a button on it. Okay. Now, if any power is applied to these blocks, the piston will rise. So we're going to take a good look here. Get a good angle. All right, power button. So you can use this for multiple inputs to do one thing. Like, I don't know, you could rig a trap where if they press the wrong button, they die horribly. Smother them in water, it doesn't matter. Pick your poison. But that's something that is absolutely necessary that you need to know, so that way you can direct the flow of power. Another interesting thing that I showed gibbz earlier today is the fact that, what was it? I think that I showed you that, and it goes along the same principle as this device over here. If you remember from episode 2, as I run halfway across the planet, go ahead and stand on that pressure plate. Yeah. Whenever a block is powered, it will power the redstone underneath it, so you can operate devices. Oh, back over to the demonstration. You can also do the same thing with redstone repeaters if you want to hide wiring, because with just redstone, you can only do this number. It will trail down. But instead, what we can do is that we can set that there, that there. Go ahead and place a piston right over here. And get out a lever. Bloop. But yet, if it was just redstone, there is no power, because the redstone doesn't power the block like a repeater does. Well, I think that about covers it. Is that all I showed you, or did I forget anything, gibbz? What, this one? Oh, that? This one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know even sure if I covered that in my last vid. Let's see here. I'm gonna find these pistons, damn it. I probably overlooked it like 3 times. People are watching going, what the hell, man? What are you doing? Passes. Oh, well, that's alright. Oh, and of course I took it up and it went into nothing. Okay, pistons. It's got to be around here somewhere. What is it next to? Just... Oh, duh. Again, I passed it like 15 times. Okay. We'll remove the cookie. Alright. Okay. Go ahead and flip that switch down there. Okay, notice that the redstone torch doesn't have power traveling through the blocks on the bottom. However, the redstone torch will power anything that is alongside of it, including breaking the damn torch. I was trying to set it on the torch. That didn't work very well. Well, let's see here. There we go, that ought to do, just to prove it. I had to set a base. Oh, everything's getting laggy. Okay. I understand everyone after Fraps is just being weird. But anyway, so it will power every block that is around it, which is rather nice. So that's used for all kinds of things. If look at this. Will this trap you? What does this do? Oh wow! Check that out. It's like the TARDIS. Wow. Well, now I'm... Wow, how do you get out of here? You can't jump out. I think you've just made yourself a luminary trap. Are you serious? Okay, I think we've covered enough. I'm Luminary. This is WhatGibbz, and we'll see you next time.